All this for 40 bucks? Are you kidding me? Hey guys and gals, welcome to Garage Gear. I'm JB, giving you the best tips and tricks to survive life in and out of the garage. And remember, if you're feeling the vibe and you want to be part of the tribe, subscribe. The other week I was driving home from work and the garage gal called me to tell me that there was a lawnmower for sale at a nearby garage sale. I ran right over and lo and behold, there it was. A Toro Sr4 super recycler for 40 bucks. Other than being just flat out dirty, it appeared to be in good shape with minimal use. Was it worth buying? Let's give this super recycler a closer look. After checking the model number and the serial number, it appears that this mower was sold in 2009 for about $529. The gentleman that owned it had a huge property and basically used this just to get around the trees. He was moving down to Georgia and had no need for it anymore. It had no gas in it, and this guy was pretty much packed up, ready to move. With other people checking it out, I had to act fast. No time for a startup. Took a chance and nabbed it for 40 bucks. Let's talk about what makes this mower so special, shall we? First off, aluminum deck. This here's a pretty strong little magnet. Not sticking, sticking. These decks can really last. They're shaped and designed well to help mulch up all your clippings. This little spot here is from some sticker. A steel deck guard here on the bottom. It's even got a washout port. I find that these do an okay job. Other than a few scratches and no dings, this deck ain't no dud. Sitting up on top is a Briggs & Stratton 6.75 horsepower, 190cc engine. Plenty of power to shred through the thickest of grass. That's actually more powerful than my new Honda. Basic maintenance on these engines and you'll have many years of smooth mowing. It's got some good compression too. The pull cord itself has a little bit of minor wear. I did a video on replacing these pull cords on a very similar model not too long ago. I'll have that video linked down below in the description for you. And while you're down there, would you mind taking a super quick second to hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm? Thanks. This personal pace drive system gets this mower going quick. Gently push down on the lever and away you go. Cabling all looks good. Even down here. Even the transmission underneath looks good with no cracks or leaks. While we're under here, let's have a look at the rest. The blade itself is a little bit rusted, but all in all, it's in good shape with no big bends. The blade itself could use a quick sharpening. It does have a belt guard, and it also has your kickers right here, which help recycle all those clippings. Little bit of paint chipping, not a big deal. I've seen worse for 13 years old. This is what caught my attention so fast. The wheels. Look at these wheels. They're like brand new. For a full set on this unit, they probably run anywhere from $60 to $80. They've either been replaced or have seen minimal use. Check out the tread on these things. On a 13-year-old mower, these should be pretty bald by now. Height adjusters are solid, no bends or breaks. They adjust nicely and lock well into all positions. Check this out. Did you know that you could actually mow even taller grass with these height adjusters? Not many mowers can do this. You usually take it up to these notches, but on a super recycler, you can actually take it past that, and look at how high the mower deck is. Hey, if you gotta mow some tall grass, that's the way to go. The rear flap here isn't cracked or broken. Hinges nicely. The rear flap is a little worn, but it's not cracked or broken like you'd find on any Toro Time Master. Time out! Okay, JB, this all sounds well and good, but what's missing here? Well, it doesn't have a bagger, and that would be an additional expense. This mower, however, did need something. This mower needed a mulch plug. Without it and no bag, this mower would just spit clippings all over the place, making poor use out of that super recycler feature. So I spent 28 bucks on a new one. All in all, I have $68 into this mower. And here's the kicker. It starts on the first pull. I got this thing home, put some ethanol-free gas in it, and boom, started right up. All this for 40 bucks? Are you kidding me? Okay, 68. I think we need to give this mower a true Garage Gear product test. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go mow. All right, so let's check this out. I know I got some brown spots in here, and that's because we've had some very high temps in the last 2 weeks with very little rain. Clouds look promising though, but you can see some pretty significant striping here. Not bad. If you slapped a striping kit on this mower, you would have one of the best striping mowers on the block. Hands down. I don't want to go too crazy mowing the rest of my lawn with it because that blade definitely needs a sharpening. As I look closely at the blades of grass, they're actually getting ripped apart rather than sliced. So we're gonna call it at that. Clippings are very fine, all mulched up. Look at that. While I was laying down a few stripes out there, I did hear a slight engine rumble, so I think a Super Recycler Super Tune-Up is in store for this bad boy. In my area, these mowers typically sell for about $200 to $225. After a Garage Gear Super Tune-Up, $250 to $300. If you are in a pinch to buy a new mower, but can't afford the new mower cost, and can spot one of these in your local area for the right price, grab it. This mower will make one hell of a flip and was truly a bargain. Don't forget to give me one of these. For more cool Garage Gear content, check out my links right here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the garage.